Today we concentrated on three aspects that I want to bring very briefly as part of the summary that we did. The first aspect was the ever-growing, very active field of healthcare. Electricians, now in the area of healthcare, we will be having apprenticeship programs, and so we attempted to present to the participants an opportunity to know how to get involved, what the differences between federal apprenticeship programs and that of other sectors that are created in either healthcare or the public sector today. Brother Chiliotis also talked in detail about not only access to good paying job, but also about the inequities that exist within the jobs that are there. His union spearheaded a lawsuit that was filed initially under the Equal Opportunity Commissioners that determined that minorities and people of color, particularly women, were being underpaid by thousands of dollars on the counterpart. He actually won a $243 million lawsuit that is now aimed to give a better pay to those individuals. And I mean, I'm not sure I'm gonna do him justice, but I will tell you this. The fact that people now can go from an entry level of mid-40s to high 50s and going up to 92,000 is a testament to the good work that not only Arthur, but that the labor movement can make on behalf not only of the people they represent, but also working people in general. For my part, I have talked always about the fact that city government represents about 10% of the city's workforce, and that we need to do better to not only communicate, but also explain the rules of the engagement, especially to the young people who are looking for access to good paying jobs. My union is spearheading a fellowship program that allows CUNY students beginning on the third year to be able to have a city job in the areas of architecture, engineering, information technology, social work, among others, and allows them at the completion of the 4-year college degree to automatically have an appointment within city government with a high-paid job, pensions and benefits. But I think one of the things that we all three of us share was the idea of the civil service system and understanding civil service in New York as a good way to access a good level, high-level, entry-level jobs for the people in our community, and how it already, there's a need for this economic investment, and we need to continue to push. So for the future, we need to have an investment on the young people, and more important, an investment and a commitment that we need to demand that it makes no sense that a new young worker who wants to get access to good paying job, whether it's in a hospital, public or private, would have to come out with between $600, $650 just to become the process of background, fingerprinting, all that stuff. So one of the things that we like to do collectively is figure out a way that we can help through a workforce development model to subsidize that. We could do that in the labor movement, but it should be open not just for union members, but for all unions alike. And finally, I have to say that one of the biggest pieces that was not there last year, but is this year, was there was a very healthy discourse about access to good jobs for people who are formerly incarcerated, who automatically, just by their conditions, are stigmatized as not being worthy of doing that. While in fact, they're access to thousands and thousands of programs, and that the state law doesn't automatically disqualify an individual because they've been formerly incarcerated. And how do we connect those programs where you have formerly incarcerated individuals, or how do we allow for an appeals process, either to due process for those who are entitled to a fair share to apply for those jobs, or to get into programs where you already have access to jobs that are automatically designed for people who are formerly incarcerated.